I hit a roadblock. Well, not really a roadblock, a bit of a trigger. And I'm going to go into more about how you can deal with triggers, emotional triggers in the book, how you can navigate them, bypass them, let whatever it is that's playing out go. That's the purpose of the book, is to help you to get out of your own way. So if I can't get out my own way, I'm in a serious amount of trouble, and that won't be really authentic, would it? So let me just have a look at my notes to see what I've got here. One of the strategies that I'm going to teach you that I have been using for 20 plus years, that is to really connect with the different elements of my personality. Now, you may have heard people speaking about their inner child before. I'm going to share with you an exercise that you can use to self-coach, to connect with your inner child, to comfort her, to make sure that she feels safe. I'm also going to talk about this in the book as well, is that in my experience, what tends to happen is that you can have something that's happened in life that has been a negative experience. So maybe you had the experience as a young child or a young woman, and you're now suffering the consequences of it as an older woman. Midlife woman, I think I'm going to put myself in that bracket. So something has been playing out for me, and I've been trying to figure out why it's still playing out. So what I've done is I've gone back to the experiences of my inner child and the experiences she had to make sure that she feels safe. I know this is a bit bonkers, right? It is crazy when I think about it, but this is how the brain works. Yeah, I've had to go back, reconnect with her, make sure she feels safe. And then I've had to also connect with the young woman it is that I was as well, and the woman I am now, and my higher self. So there are 4 layers that I work through in terms of, time travel, emotional travel. What we do is we go back and we connect through the different layers to nurture her so she feels safe, so that she feels loved and cared for. And that means that you are all working from the same emotional level. You're not stuck in a past traumatic event that is keeping you stuck. It's basically the creation of the loop that is preventing you from moving forward. So let's have a look at what I've got here. So when I was a child, about 1.5, I was taken into care. My parents were both alcoholics, couldn't look after me, so I was taken into care for neglect. Now, I experienced emotional and traumatic abuse when I went into that first home. So my first memories are about, now whether this is true or not, or whether it's accurate or not, is a different matter, but this is how I experience it in the here and now, is that it is true that I was addicted to Valium at about 1.5 because the carers were using it to subdue the kids in the children's home. So I was a very young addict. And I also remember being locked in a cupboard. So whether that's a wardrobe, a cupboard, whatever that is. So I carry that emotional trauma, scar, baggage. And when I step into a bit of fear, a bit of resistance, what generally happens for me is that will start to play out again. So I have to go back and connect with myself as a child so I can mother myself, comfort myself, nurture myself so I feel emotionally safe and secure. If I don't bring her along, what happens is that I just freeze. I become emotionally stuck. So for me, it's about connecting back to the rawness of that emotion to help me navigate what it is that I'm experiencing in the here and now, because the ego, the subconscious, is trying to keep me safe and is trying to, well, that's all it's trying to do. It's trying to keep me safe, and it's stopping me from getting hurt and having similar experiences. So yeah, addicted to Valium. That was really my first memory. That's where I get stuck. It's that sense of being caged in, being locked in. Yeah, so it starts to show back up form. It starts to play out again for me. It stops me from taking action. It keeps me feeling paralyzed. So what I do is, because I recognize that within myself, is that I use journaling as a way to release that emotional discharge and really get under the skin of and understand what is playing out in the here and now. So I can get a fresh perspective, a new perspective. I'm going to talk more about how you can clear negative emotions, how you can connect the dots between your past experiences and what is playing out now. Well, that's why some people are going fishing. Women are going fishing. I don't know why I'm so surprised about women going fishing. I am. Yeah, I'll talk about it more in the toolbox in terms of how you can navigate and use conscious coaching and self-coaching to navigate strong emotions that are blocking you. What I'll do is I'll leave the link below so you can grab yourself a copy of the Conscious Coaching Toolbox. If you use the code SAVE230, you will save £230 because I'm currently in pre-launch at the moment. It won't be increasing until I actually do launch the toolbox along with the book, which will be in December of this year. So I've got to get on it. Yeah, so do that now. It could be the best decision that you make. Okay, so what else have I been up to then? So here's me saying I haven't done very much when actually I did this piece of work yesterday in a day. So it just shows the illusion the mind will create if you let it, if you don't keep it in check. It can play havoc.